don't know about you guys, but I need a break. I've been fucking studying all day. I got back into it. It's been what, like a month almost? Maybe it's been a month, I don't know. And like I felt great. I felt great about it. I did. Because I was doing well. You know? I was fucking doing well. And I finished this ginormous chapter. Chapter 20 is huge. It goes over all the exercises. And like, it's essentially an arsenal of every fucking exercise you need to know for basic resistance training. It goes over some machines, but it's mostly like balls and dumbbells and resistance bands and fucking cables and stuff like that. Stability and plyometrics and all that stuff. And I was doing great. I did my chapter test and I did really well. In like two takes, I was getting 100%. And right after that, because it was the end of a giant section, and I forgot how big this section actually was. It was a massive fucking section. It was just the last big chapter in a giant fucking section. So I got to the end of this like section and passed this fucking test, and then there's immediately another test that's 5 times as big, and it's going over information that was like weeks and weeks and weeks ago, and a lot of it I remember, but then there's some really intricate questions that are just like really niche and that I don't remember. It's not just general knowledge, it's like really, really specific. And it's going over such a broad amount of information that like some questions are like, oh yeah, I know the shit out of that. And then the next one's like, we didn't even go over that. What is this? And my perfectionist nature hates being wrong. I really can't fucking stand it when I feel confident about something and I like click that and I get that big red X. It makes me angry. Not at anybody or anything or even myself, really. It's more like just this massive irritant. And my method for getting around that was like, and this is like a really convoluted, weird solution, but I was using ChatGPT as like a buffer. So I would take, if I wasn't sure about the question, or if I was like, I'm not entirely 100% sure that I'm right, but I think I'm right, then I would like copy the question and I would paste it into ChatGPT with all 4 of like the responses, because it's all multiple choice, right? And I would put an exclamation point next to the answer that I think is correct, and then have ChatGPT double check me. And it would either say like correct or incorrect, and if it's incorrect, it would tell you like, this is exactly how it works, this is what this means, like this is what it is and why. And I was using it as like a study tool, and it helped not getting those big red X's, you know what I mean? Like mentally, as somebody who never liked school, never did well in school, not because I'm not smart, but because like I have ADHD and I don't really like to learn things unless it's something I want to learn. I'm very smart, but I'm not like built for mainstream education, you know? And I've never been a good test taker, not because of anxiety, but because I don't like being wrong. So anyway, today I was like, I'm doing it without ChatGPT to filter my answers and make sure that everything's right, because every once in a while you have to do it without that, because you need to know exactly. And I was keeping track before, like I knew exactly how many I was getting right and how many I was getting wrong, and like I was making a list in a study guide out of that information. But sometimes you need an unmodded run, you know? So a run through of the test where it's just like you and the and the fucking screen. I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say right now. Other than I was trying to do it without any extra tools. And I wasn't doing like terribly. It was pretty bad. Like my worst one was like 68% or something like that. And my best one was like 78% for the section, you know? So this is going over like a shit ton of different chapters. Most of the information was over a month ago. And I think all of that considered, it's not that bad because every time I take it, I get closer. You know what I mean? I might have to sit there and take it 10 times, but I will get 90% or 100%. I just have to take it a couple times and refresh my memory. But I'm dealing with some serious irritation right now. And I had to like step away. I had to like give myself a little break and be like, we're done for a while. And granted, I started at what, like, right after yoga. I started right after yoga. So it was probably around 6:30, 6:45. And it's 2:30 now. I spent a good amount of time in there. So maybe our message here is like, don't burn out. Don't get frustrated. Knight of Pentacles kind of energy, like, it'll work out. It'll happen. Don't get discouraged. Whatever it is for you, because it's not going to be this test for you, but there's something in your life right now where you are being guided not to get discouraged, to keep on plugging away, to keep on trying your hardest. Even if you're irritated, and even if you sank all of your time into it today, and even if you made a massive amount of progress and then immediately had your mood ruined. Maybe that's the point here. Don't let it ruin your mood. Your day is going fantastic. My day has been fantastic. Aside from this one little test that I didn't do amazing on immediately. I can't let little shit ruin your day, man. Maybe it can ruin 10 minutes. But not your whole day, okay? Maybe that's the point. Maybe this is just the vent. Maybe there is no point. Maybe it's just a vent. Time to go outside. I really hope the weather's nicer now. I need some sun. Vitamin D sounds really awesome right now. And I made a refeed plan, but I don't know why. I thought that refeeding after a 40-day fast was going to take like 3 days. I thought on day 3 I'd be able to handle whatever food I wanted. But apparently it's going to be closer to a week. And I got one like refeed plan from a guy on Reddit who's done like 72-hour fasts and 50-hour fasts and 40-hour fasts. And the refeed schedule pretty much is comprised of like tuna, sauerkraut, and eggs pureed into cat food. That sounds super unappetizing. But the other option was like ChatGPT recommendations, which was like steamed spinach and like kefir yogurt and fucking also mashed eggs. And it's not crazy different. Bone broth. But I don't know which one I'm going to do. I feel like maybe I want to side with the person that's actually gone through this before without organ failure. You know, refeeding syndrome's scary as shit. Oh, but I've been productive enough for one day. I need some fun now. Go relax. Go enjoy yourself. You did the thing today. I'm proud of you. I love you. Keep going. You got this.